Hey, here's question number 1. We're talking about categorical and quantitative variables. Now, this question deals with protecting wood buildings. This right here is the Hotel del Coronado. It is a wooden building right next to the ocean, incredibly hard to keep up on. So this hotel, if you're in San Diego, I would highly recommend going out to check it out. You can have lunch there. And they have a staff of 10 full-time carpenters. It might be more now, just keeping up on the deterioration that the salt water causes on the wood. So let's talk about categorical and quantitative. Just keep in mind the categorical is you put it into a category. In other words, you are saying, does this person have blue eyes? Yes or no? We're not going to measure the amount of blueness in their eyes. That would be quantitative. When you can measure something, it's quantitative. You put a number on it. If it's categorical, it's really just a yes or no answer. And that's going to become very important later in the course, distinguishing between categorical and quantitative. So let's go through and do all the categorical. Here are some popular variables: recorded type of wood. This is going to be categorical. It's either yellow poplar or it's not. It fits into one of those categories. Type of water repellent, solvent-based, water-based. It's either one or the other. It can't be measured. You're going to put it in a category. Let's see. So paint thickness in millimeters, well, that would be a quantitative. And then we're going to go to paint color. We're going to go with, it's a category. It's either white, gray, or light blue. Put it into one of those three categories. And weathering time in months. We're going to say that that is a quantitative because you can measure it. It has a number associated with it. Okay, that's question number 1. Number 3. Now check it out. When you see this, page 3, it means that on page 3 there's a problem that's just like this. So if you're struggling with this type of a problem, this one seems pretty straightforward, but in the future, whenever you see that, you can look back, and the examples in the book are pretty good. They give you a good description of how to do the problem. Anyway, so here's a class survey. What individuals does this data set describe? Well, they're AP statistics students that filled out the survey. Those are the individuals involved in this study. Identify each of the variables which are quantitative and the units that they are measured. Okay, so again, quantitative is going to be the stuff that we can measure. There's a number there. Okay, and then of course the other ones are categorical. Okay, they are either male or female, right, or left-handed. They have a favorite type of music. They have to pick their favorite. So, and then describe the individual in the highlighted row. So this individual is a right-handed female who is 58 inches tall and spent an hour on her homework and has 76 cents in her pocket. She also has alternative music as her favorite. That's the description of that individual. Okay, on this one, let's make sure that we actually answer the question that they're asking us. Number 5 here, college rankings. Now it's academic quality, and we want to give some categorical and quantitative variables that we might record for each student, not the college, each student. So I'm going to go with just freshmen, incoming freshmen, and give the units and measurement of the quantities of the variables. So let's see, what do we have? Now I wrote down a couple. Where do they go? Categorical or quantitative? So let's start with this. So a student has a class rank, class rank, and we're going to move them over to categorical. No, quantitative, because that would have a number on there. Same thing with the GPA. Let's look at the student's GPA. Now, categorical might be, this isn't very specific, college scholarship. We're just saying, did they get a college scholarship, money from this college that they're going to? So let's just say that's a yes or a no. And then the region of origin, they're either from the north or the south, east or west. How about that? Okay, so the units can be kind of tricky. I'm just going to make this up. Let's see. So scholarship would be either yes or no, and the type of scholarship that they might get. And the region would be from the United States, north, south, east, west. Class rank would be from 1 to whatever, 1 being the best, and then the higher the number is, the lower the rank. And then GPA would be a cumulative 4-year GPA for an incoming freshman. How about that? Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, I'm going to assume that you read this thing here, and let's look at the data. Okay, the individuals in this data set are, well, looks like they're people, because you've got a weight and an age, and they're going to school. It's not an animal. It's got to be a person. Are they all adults? Well, you do have an 11-year-old, so it's got to be just people. Let's go with that one. So that seems like the right answer. And down on the last one, number 8, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different variables. And there are 2 which are categorical. Now they're kind of trying to trick you here with the gender, because there are numbers there. But you're either male. In this case, we're going to say male or female. I know we're at a point where there's lots of different genders, but we're just going to go with male and female this time. Just because there's a number there doesn't mean it's not a categorical variable. Okay, so remember, categorical, yes or no. And that's letter C.